Now, it's not just Bad Bunny who loves preaching politics and a hard left agenda. The NFL also picked has-been pretend punk rockers Green Day, the painfully mediocre and lame Green Day, to perform at the Super Bowl. Let's look at some of their recent work.
Well, maybe I'm a American. I'm not a part of a MAGA agenda.
Yes, changing the lyrics to their old songs to slam MAGA. How brave. There are no new songs anyone knows. They jumped the shark around 1997. But now they are interrupting their lame concerts to deliver political messages like this.
This goes out to all the ICE agents out there, wherever you are. Quit that job you're at. Because when this is over, and it will be over at some point in time, Christy Dome, Stephen Miller, J.D. Vance, Donald Trump, they're gonna drop you like a bad habit. Come on this side of the line.
How does he manage to look like a middle-aged lesbian, about as punk rock as a pumpkin spice latte? Well done, NFL. That's who you have selected to unify the nation. Talk about not knowing your audience. Let's bring in Newsweek's senior editor-at-large, Josh Hammer. Josh, the NFL continue to treat the great majority of their fans with utter disdain.
Rita, this was the most left-wing Super Bowl that I have ever consumed in my entire life. And I am a die-hard American football fan. I've been watching Super Bowl since I was, I don't know, probably 5, 6 years old. This surpassed any other one. And of course it. I mean, we have a game that was being played in San Francisco, the epicenter of the American left-wing universe. Two teams that are in Seattle, and from Boston, Massachusetts, to liberal titans here. You had Green Day, you had Bad Bunny. I mean, the whole thing was just an utter, absolute abortion. It was an atrocity of a Super Bowl. The Bad Bunny halftime show is going to get the headlines, and rightfully so. I mean, Roger Goodell, the commissioner of the NFL, is frankly just utterly commie trash. But the silver lining, Rita, of all this, silver lining of Green Day, who is exactly as you say they are. They are a radical left-wing ideological group of washed up, mid-50s, 60-year-old lesbian-looking rockers. But between that and Bad Bunny, this halftime show that was entirely in Spanish, like literally not one word, not even Lady Gaga saying a word in English. I was ready to punch a wall. I mean, it was utterly insane. I mean, it makes me just genuinely live. My blood was boiling. But the silver lining here is that Donald Trump's approval ratings are probably going to spike in response to this, because the people will see this and they will see that this is the opposition, that they celebrate the multicultural agenda, they celebrate the desecration of American heritage, they celebrate the notion that America will ideally in their dystopian future not be an English-speaking country there. They love that there. So frankly, I think that ICE actually could see a spike in approval rating as a result of this. Donald Trump, I think, will probably benefit as well. Rita, that's the silver lining. But frankly, this whole Super Bowl, I mean, frankly, the football game stunk too. It was a very boring game. But the entertainment was, frankly, just an utter atrocity.
Atrocity, that is a strong word but I think it's a very popular way to describe what happened today. Can we also talk about the Black national anthem that was performed before the game? Josh, why does one demographic group have their own anthem separate to the national anthem that is for every American?
Rita, one of my producers from my show texted our show chat just before the game started. He said, "I'm getting ready for the black coin toss. How about you guys?" I mean, it's just so silly. It's just so utterly stupid. Frankly, it's not the first time the NFL's done this. They've actually done this in previous Super Bowls as well. Memory serves, all since St. George Floyd, our great late martyr, died in May 2020. The NFL has been all in on the woke agenda. They have end racism and blazing in the end zones there. It's really just awful. And it makes you wonder, Rita, just what they're seeing that the consumer is not seeing, because football is like the most red-blooded American sport other than WWE wrestling and probably like NASCAR, right? I mean, the NFL football is a flyover country sport that is popular first and foremost in the South and the Midwest, in disproportionately MAGA parts of the country. I'm sure there are plenty of liberals that like football too, but I mean, just a total misreading of the audience. And when it comes to specifically to the so-called Black national anthem, can you imagine if you had a white national anthem? I mean, everyone say this is a David Duke rally, it's a KKK rally. I mean, you would never do it because you recognize intuitively how utterly insane it is. The national anthem here in America is for everyone of all religions, all sexes, all sexual orientations, all skin colors there. Blacks, whites have fought and died for that flag. They're the Tuskegee Airmen in World War II. It's just awful. It's just absolutely awful. This is where the NFL has gone to, Rita. Frankly, it makes me, again, as a lifelong football fan, makes me frankly want to tune out of the game next year.